Hey YouTube and horror fans, this is Matt again with you and your horror movies here. Today I'm going to be doing another DVD update. Hi Tiki! Look at those eyes. Alright, oh you can see my gremlin over here. He's just partying with me. But right now I got a new movie set up here. It's almost all DVDs except for one Blu-ray. And of course that Blu-ray is Infested. I got this for $2 at an FYE. I know it's a bad Killer Fly movie, but I needed it for my killer bugs because I'm a big into killer bug movies. So why not? For $2 for a Blu-ray, I don't mind. Sorry, I'm not feeling so well, so I'm gonna mostly just do this as a quick DVD view. The next, I went to the mall the other day, and they had a bunch of movies that were cheap. So I kind of figured if they had something good, I'm game. Of course, they had Candyman 3. I needed this to finalize my Candyman movies. I was the only one I was missing. So I found it for $2. I said, what the hell, why not? Because I need it for the selection. And then, of course, I found Bats 2. I guess it's called Bats 2 The Human Harvest. I think this might have been a sci-fi movie. I don't know. But I went on IMDb and it said this is part 2 to the other movie. Yeah, what the hell. For a couple bucks. And then I picked up at the same place Carnivore. This was another couple bucks here. I think it was a cheesy creature feature movie. Could have been crappy. I don't know. But for what the price I paid, I don't care to tell you the truth. The next movies I picked up The Jungle. I actually like this. This is a found footage film about brothers going to the jungle to tag leopards, and we come across the jungle devil. Now here, this is not in the movie. That creature right there and the sniper, that's not in it at all. I hate when they do this. But this looked cool, so I picked up as a blind buy. I love the cool green case they have on it. But I'll probably be doing a movie review on this movie and let you know how I felt on it. But I thought it was interesting. And for $1.99, I picked up Invasion of the Pod People. I guess this is a Asylum crab fest. Meh, for $1.99. Yeah, you wasted not much amount of my time, so I don't mind. The next one I picked up was The Witches. This is mostly a kids film, but had some really cool horror elements to it. About these witches coming, having like a witching convention, and this kid stumbles upon the witch's plan to turn kids into mice. Now this was, I think, was a Jim Henson movie, and they did a lot of the puppetry for turning the kids into these weird mice characters, but the ending was pretty solid. I guess the UK does not have a happy ending, and the US version does have a happy ending. Yeah. All in all, this was really good. My wife really enjoyed this film. I could see this kind of being freaky as for little kids because some of the special effects were insane on this. The transformations were pretty cool and kind of freaky. It was a pretty good, fun movie. I'm not big into the Criterion, but I finally found A Fiend Without a Face. This is an awesome black and white movie from the 50s about these aliens that are brains with brain stems that are pretty much invisible, and they have this really cool sound effects when they're actually eating the spinal fluid out of us. And of course, people are all grabbing their necks and like, I'm dying, and falling to the ground. At the end, they finally show the creatures. And I think one of the special effects on this was the noises when the brains got shot was someone hitting a pumpkin with a sludge mallet. So it made this weird squishy noise. But this is a solid film. I don't have many Criterion. I think this is my first Criterion. Yeah, because they're so damn expensive. But I'm going to get more. And as soon as I saw this one, I had to pick this one up. My father-in-law loves that movie. I gave him a DVD-R and he's already outplayed it. Another one I picked up from Amazon is Evolver. This one is original Sci-Fi Channel movie back when Sci-Fi had good shit. And I forgot the actor's name. He's in this. He played Q on Star Trek Next Generation. Was it John DeLance? I don't know. I don't remember. But anyway, this was a robot designed from a video game. And it was a prototype they gave to this kid who won the tournament. And then the tournament's like a virtual shooter. The robot was the bad guy. So in this game, the robot goes out, and somehow they short circuit part of the robot, and it goes into like a killing mode, and it actually has different levels. Meaning the levels, see how these red dots are on its back and the front. Each time he deducts from a level, the target disappears. So it's a smaller target. It's a pretty cool movie how they did this. And some of the kills were not bad. And the robot was kind of cool. Kind of like this short little, almost like a gremlin type thing coming at you. But it was kind of neat. Get this pile. Alright, next one I got. This is from Australia. This is Tough. This Moods on there suggested this. So I picked it up, and it's a 20-minute short film about a gentleman who used to be a bodybuilder who has now just pretty much run himself to the ground. And it's just him being a complete dick to himself, and the stuff that he does is kind of disgusting to himself, and he decides to maul himself and disfigure himself, and yeah, I'm not getting into it. If you're into that stuff, definitely pick it up. It's kind of cheap, and it's still numbered. They have 100. I got 42 out of it. And even in the inside the disc, let's see if I can get it open without throwing it on the ground. This is what they have inside. Number 42 again of 100. I think it's the date 2011. It's all signed, and of course the guy drew a damn dick in my case. So now I got a dick case. But yeah, there's a scene with a dick too. Actually, a couple scenes with a dick. Yeah. Next, I picked up dirt cheap. New is Snoop Dogg's Hood of Horror. This is a Snoop Dogg's anthology. It's got some anime to it. It's got some cool special effects, if you want to call them that. But the cast is pretty big. You got Snoop Dogg, Danny Trejo's on there, Ernie Hudson, Billy D. Williams, Jason Alexander's in there, Diamond Dallas Page, the wrestler, and many more. I think there's 3 or 4 stories in this, but that was a pretty interesting one. I picked it up dirt cheap, even with the slipcover. And next I picked up with the slipcover is The Ghosts of Goodnight Lane. And it's got Billy Zane in it. I kind of like Billy Zane. I'm going to give this one a watch probably in a day or two. So this is definitely a blind buy. I saw the trailer, and the trailer looked pretty solid. It looked pretty interesting. There were actors and actresses working on this movie, and the ghost is killing people in the movie the way they're supposed to be killed. So that's what the premise is, but I'll give it a watch. I'll probably end up giving a review on that one. Next, finally found and picked up dirt cheap. Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon. This is an awesome slasher. It's kind of done at the point of view of him, and got some special features to it. I love the CD. It's actually his mask. But it's done like these guys and this woman are interviewing him, and he's like prepping how to kill everybody. He's like, oh, cardio's the best thing to work out because you never know, you got to get chased and you're doing all your running. So he's like pretending to, dropping my phone. It's got Robert Englund in it. He's actually after Leslie Vernon. It's even got a cameo of Kane Hodder, which is really cool. I really hope they do a part 2 of this. They were supposed to do a part 2 through a Kickstarter program, So hopefully it got done. I don't think the Kickstarter kicked off, but I hope they do part 2. This was a very good movie. If you've never seen Behind the Mask, or if you're very, I don't know about it, definitely give it a watch. I definitely strongly recommend that one. Next one I picked up, hey, another killer bug movie, They Crawl. I found this one for a couple bucks. I think this was at FYE. And pretty much this guy is using cockroaches to kill people. He's got them like these little robot implants on them. Very cheesy. It was an interesting blind buy. Shells of the Vampire. I finally picked this one up. I found it cheap, and again at FYE. I think I got this one for $1. I remember on the 22 Shots of Moods podcast there, they did the post 1990s vampire films. And this was on everybody's list. Well, not everybody, but a majority of people, I should say. I'm sorry. This was probably in the, I don't know, number 2, number 1 or so in their movies. It's got John Malkovich in it and William Dafoe. Pretty much John Malkovich plays the character in Nosferatu, and, things start happening during the set. It's pretty cool. It's even got, this one's got the special bonus features in it, and I think this is the widescreen edition, which I heard. I thought this movie was out of print, and I thought it was rare, but I guess not. But if you need to find this, I think it was on eBay for a couple bucks here and there too. But there wasn't a widescreen. I don't know if it had the special features or not, but I'm very happy. And the last movie I picked up, I actually might do another review on this one. It's called Gila. Okay, this is actually a remake of the giant Gila monster back from the 1950s. And one of the guys that's in this movie, he plays the scientist or the doctor, starred in the original Attack of the Giant Gila Monster. He was the hero, so he's got a cameo in this one, which is pretty good. Now, at first when I started watching, I sat down and watched the trailer. It looked cheesy as fuck. I mean, bad. But when I was actually watching it, I was actually enjoying it. The only thing that's really bad is the CGI. The Gila monster is corny as hell when it's walking down the road and, eating some people, shooting his tongue out and sucking them in. But the acting was pretty good. The storyline was really cool. They killed the monster originally the way it was tended in the original movie. All the cars were 1950s style, all the hot rods, all the drag racing. It was a lot of fun. I definitely recommend picking this one up. I'll probably do a movie review on this one and The Jungle and the other one, which was The Ghosts of Goodnight Lane. Yeah, I couldn't remember it. But this was my haul for this segment. I have some more goodies coming in through Amazon and eBay and all that fun stuff. And there's going to be some more Blu-rays. I know. I only got one Blu-ray in this haul. But you know what? Sometimes you get them and sometimes you don't. So I'm very happy with this setup. If you guys want me to do a movie review on any of the other films, or you definitely want to see a review on some of those newer movies, let me know. Post a comment down below. And yeah, if you haven't liked and subscribed, please do. Looking forward to it. Like I said, please post some comments down below. I don't take anything, please. Alright guys, I'm exhausted. I'm mumbling. You guys have a good night and stay out of trouble. Nah, not really.